Not easy, huh? When I see some of the questions related to your children, really not easy. Yeah. Danny says, apologies on the slides earlier. My Adobe Reader froze. Yeah, don't worry. Your Adobe Reader. Oh, I hope they didn't pay for your Adobe Reader. Oh, yeah. I don't use Adobe. I use Zodo. Not Bodo, Zodo. XODO is a PDF reader and markup as well. So you can actually do markup on it. Yeah. Yeah. Not easy. Not easy. How many of you have kids? Raise your hands. Oh, actually about half, less than half, about half or less than half. So this is more or less representative of our Singapore demographics. No wonder we cannot fulfill the 2.1 replacement. The first thing is some number are not married, then married, no kids. Yeah. But don't be mistaken. Sifu is not criticizing you for not having kids. Who am I to criticize you? I'm not even married. Yeah. I think traditionally, people, not so much traditionally, somehow by convention, people are used to the idea that, oh, we grow up, must work, grow up, must find a partner, and then get married, and then get married, must have kids. Yeah. People are used to this idea. Why are we used to this idea? I think because most people around us do that. We're quite easily swayed, because most people do it, then we think should be the norm. But I think we should not blame it on other people. Part of it is our lives of habituation. For so many lives we do this. So the moment we are, when we are born in this life, that habit, and what is that habit? The habit of desire. Yeah. So it's one that is desire. At the end of the day, it's desire. We desire to have a partner. We desire to have someone. Yeah. We desire another person. At the end of the day, it's that. Yes, there's the societal norms, but societal norms can only do so much. Yeah. If you don't have that desire, the whole world can do it. You have no interest. Yeah. So like nowadays, then the norm is changing. People seek different kind of partnership, people seek companionship, a different kind of ship, not the sampan ship anymore. Nowadays, it's a co-captainship, one ship, two captain. Last time is traditionally, the woman look for a ship, see whether the guy have a big ship or small ship. Then because it's the guy's ship, you get tumpang in the ship, so you must listen to the guy. Now, the guy have one ship, the girl also have one ship. We cruise together. Not happy, you cruise there, I cruise there. For better or worse, but now that's the case. I think it's good. Both are good. Good in the sense that as long as it's your choice, it's good. Yeah. If you are forced to board somebody else's ship, that's not good. If you are forced to have your own ship, also not good. Don't be forced to do things. Do things willingly, including having kids. Yeah. If you don't think that having kids is what you want, then don't have kids. Why must people have kids? Shifu, if you don't have kids, then the world population will decline. Maybe that's not a bad thing. uh, but Shifu, if Singapore population don't increase, we don't replenish with 2.1 per couple, then we will be going into the aging population. We are actually starting to move there. Yeah. In secondary school, in the under Sec 3, Sec 4 geography, human job, we learn about that, right? The the step, the human population. Yeah. Young nation, we have a pyramid. Yeah. So the old, there are lesser old people than the young people. Yeah. Then gradually you go into a developed state, yeah, developing, then developed state, then uh, uh, health, yeah, lifespan start to increase, then it starts to become a trapezoid, yeah. So the old people start to increase, and then because we go into industrial form, then young people start to work more, then work more, no time to have kids, yeah, and then gradually become a rectangle, yeah. Yeah, then there's somehow there's a correlation. Not sure whether it's causality. With increase in education, then people tend to not want to get married, tend to want to have less kids or no kids. Yeah. Yeah. With education, this happens. Yeah. Not saying that those who have kids don't have education. That's why I say it's a correlation. Okay, correlation. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Yeah. I think is to do with that when you get more educated, you have more ways of looking at life. You know, you're not you're not stuck with the very primal way of looking at things. You know, primal way of looking at things. Oh, hungry, get food. This one I like. Get. No, I like get. You know, yeah, we learn more about self-restraint. We go more from the body to the mind. Yeah? With education, you start to explore the mind more than the body. I'm not saying that people who get married are all just carnal, acting on carnal desire. Yeah, but you start to consider more. Yeah, consider more, then you start to realize oh, that not so easy. Yeah. When I was, I think there was this joke about degree holder and poly student. Yeah. Again, nowadays different, but in my time, there's this joke about degree holder and poly students. Yeah. Degree holders study a lot, think too much, don't start business. So work for people. Poly students don't study so much, don't think so much. Chiong start business. So in the end, the poly students become the boss, then the degree holder work for the poly student. Yeah. In a way, this joke is laughing at both degree holder and poly student. This joke is not from me. Don't come and blame me. Oh, so would discriminate. No. Yeah. It's I don't discriminate against non-degree holders. I don't think so. I just happen to have a degree. I also don't know how I got my degree. My mom always say, "Yeah, 讀我唔叻事，你睇下時你做工嗰層嘅，應該是你做工嗰層." Yeah, that your degree, don't know whether you study yourself or your ancestors study for you. Yeah. Whether a person is intelligent, whether a person is wise or not, doesn't depend on the paper. Yeah. But what we can see, again, a strong correlation is degree holders tend to think a lot. Tend to. Some degree holders also don't think much. Study so much but never think, or don't know how to think. I'm sure you all have met before some degree holders. Well, tell you degree holder. Don't know how to think. Only know how to do exam paper. Don't know how to think. Yeah, but you have met before. Yeah, but the joke is that degree holders, because they know too much, they think too much. So they before they start the business, they do planning. Uh, When I was in university, we actually have a module called like I can't remember the name, but there's this uh, Benson Shaw. So he wrote this book on business management or something. We had this module. So part of our course, we actually have to come out with a project plan for a startup. Yeah. Back in the 90s, my team, you would think that in computer engineering, everybody do tech related kind of project, right? But my team, we did childcare. Yeah, we are so ahead of ourselves, We actually did childcare. And our team really did all the groundwork. Go and study all the different new towns, go and do survey, all kinds of things, and then come up with a master plan, yeah, to do childcare. And we projected that childcare will be the boom. Turned out to be true. And it's called Baba Black Sheep. Yeah. You're going to ask my peers, some of them in my team. Yeah. Baba Black Sheep. Yeah. So the joke is degree holders plan so much, then you see, wow, very difficult, then don't dare to do. Yeah, don't dare to do. Yeah. Because when you really go into the detail, then you see that, wow, bo tan, or very tough, then you don't dare to do. Yeah. So, but doesn't mean that planning is bad. Yeah, doesn't mean that planning is bad. It's just that sometimes without the experience, when you do planning, your planning actually has no basis. Yeah, has no basis. Yeah. So whereas again, when I say when the joke talk about poly student, doesn't mean it's poly student. Yeah. So in the joke, it's like poly students don't really plan. Just do lah, don't talk so much, just do. And I tell you, I have actually met poly students who really literally say this phrase. Literally said this phrase. Aya, don't talk so much, just go and do. So interesting, So the joke actually has some basis. And when did I hear this statement? It was when I was in my 20s. There was this thing called Buddhist Youth Leadership Training Camp. So we actually got the youth from all the different, from various Buddhist societies, temples, Buddhist society, Buddhist centers, come together. There were about like 40, 50 of us, young people. Some are even teenagers. Now they are in their 30s. Some of the Buddhist youth came from that group. Yeah. And then you can see all the NUS, NTUBS, the representative are all, let's do some planning like this. Because back then only NTU and US. Yeah, in our time, no other university. So you see the representative from these two a lot of plan. And then one guy from Poly, don't talk so much, just go and do. Really, I heard this. I was like, huh? So interesting. I think both are not good. If you plan, in consulting, there's this saying, um, failing to plan is planning to fail. Yeah, failing to plan is planning to fail. But on the other hand, don't overplan things. Yeah, you must give yourself a timeline also. How much time you want to allocate to plan, and then when to execute. Part of the plan must be an execution. You cannot just keep on planning and planning and planning, and then try to provide for 100% contingency. No such thing as 100% contingency. There will be something else you cannot plan for. Yeah. there will be something else that you cannot plan for. That's why it's called contingency. That's why it's called accident. Murphy's law, right? That's why there's Murphy's law. What can go wrong will go wrong. What can happen will happen. Yeah. When we over plan or we under plan, not good. Yeah, somewhere in between. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of couples get married because they don't plan. Yeah. Then when couples plan, I think better don't get married. Yeah. Or plan. I think we get married but don't have kids. Yeah. Oh, 幸亏 plan to go off already. Yeah. I think, yeah. If we really look at our life and really plan, maybe people will not get married also. Yeah, especially if you learn Dharma and then you look at it like there are so many students who tell me, wow, Sifu, if I had learned Dharma earlier, I wouldn't get married. Even if get married, I wouldn't have kids. So much suffering for what? Yeah. Hindsight is 2020. You know the saying? Yeah. Hindsight is 2020. 2020 refers to vision, perfect vision. Yeah. So hindsight, you always have perfect vision, always see things clearly. Yeah. But I think even if we learn Dharma earlier, chances are it may not be so easy. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mean to say that Dharma has no use. What I mean is, even if we encounter Dharma earlier, we may not actually embrace it also. Because condition is not right. Yeah. Ironically, sometimes the failures in our life, yeah, is what helps us appreciate the Dharma. You know? Yeah, it's what helps us appreciate the Dharma. That's why when you tell kids, you know, those with parents, all of us have parents, those with kids, those with kids, when you try to tell your kids the lessons you have learned, right? Just like my mother last time always tell me, like this, like that, 哎呀，跟你講不愛聽，那我拜六知 you know? Yeah, why? Because she went through it. Because our parents go through it. Just like now, those of you who are parents, you try to tell your kids because you have gone through it, you suffered. You know that, and you tried many different ways, all the stupid ways cannot work. So you see your kid, before your kid even do it, your kid go in that direction, you try to tell your kid, your kid, really man? Really man? Your kid, huh? Or maybe your kid, yeah, just then after that still do. Tell you already. Yeah, but so difficult. Just like Buddha tell us, you know. But Buddha very wise, you know. Yeah, Buddha is very interesting. You know that for the monastics, do you know that for the monastics, the Buddha actually didn't set down rules until people make mistakes. So interesting, yeah. And in fact, in the Vinaya, the pre-chapter, it says that Venerable Sariputra actually had this conversation with the Buddha, and it was about which Buddha has a longer dispensation, meaning that when Buddha arrives, they will teach the Dhamma, right? Yeah. So the Buddha was asked, so there was this, the Buddha was sharing that some Buddha, that the Dharma lasts longer, some last shorter. Yeah, some doesn't last so long. So then Venerable Sariputra asked, like, so what's the reason why some are long, some are short? So then the Buddha said, because some Buddha, they established Dharma, but never established Vinaya. Some established Dharma and Vinaya. The ones that establish Dhamma plus Vinaya, it lasts longer. Yeah, it lasts longer. So Vinaya is a support for the Dhamma. Yeah, because it helps us to purify various aspects of body, speech. It also helps the community to be in harmony. and then help to inspire the lay people in the teachings. Yeah, various reasons. Yeah. So then Venerable Sariputra is like, oh, then in that case, may the Tathagata teach, the Vinaya. But interestingly, the Buddha told him, now is not the time. Now is not the time. The Tathagata knows when to, now is not the time. Yeah. So until the first, when someone did something, then the Buddha set down the rule. And subsequently, different things were done. Then the Buddha set down different rules. And I think in the commentary or in the Mahayana tradition, I think in the commentary, but more like Mahayana commentary, it says that all those monks who so-called did stupid things, right? They are actually bodhisattvas. Yeah. So technically, those who like, let's say the monk did something, then the Buddha set a rule, right? So technically, that monk never break any precept because the precept wasn't set yet. Yeah. The difference is once the Buddha said that monk don't do it again. Yeah. For us, others say already, after that, still do. Do already, punish, still do. Do already, punish, still do. Yeah. So they say that the Liu Qun Bichu, there's this group of monks who are very mischievous. So they say that this group, they are actually bodhisattvas. Yeah. Because they for every rule, they only do it once before the Buddha said. And it is said that they actually do it out of compassion. No, I mean, I don't know whether that's a bit of a stretch, but they say they do it out of compassion so that the Buddha there's a condition for Buddha to set because they anticipate that people in the future will do stupid things like that. So they go and do it first. Do it once, Buddha set a rule, then after that they don't do. Yeah. So very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. So the Buddha is very interesting in the way he teach. He don't set down the rules until something happens. Yeah. But when something happens, then he set down a rule. Yeah. But he set down a rule, then there are those who follow, then there are those who don't follow. That one bo pian. Yeah. So not easy to be parents. So much things to learn, so much things to realize. Yeah. So many parents who come and see me, 一把鼻涕一把泪. Yeah, really though. But of course, this is selection bias. Those who are doing well, they don't come and see Sifu. Right? Those where the kids, yeah, are good boy, good girl. Yeah. But what is good boy, good girl? Usually for most parents, 听他的话就是 good boy, good girl. 不听话就是 not good boy, not good. So it's very egocentric based. Listen to me means good. Don't listen to me means bad. Yeah. So that's also problem here. Not easy. So plan or don't plan. Yeah. In a way, Buddha also plan, right? But he don't over plan things. So we should plan. We should plan in the sense that we should have a goal. The question is whether the goal is wholesome or unwholesome. Whether the goal is just for our own benefit or for benefit of others. Whether it's long-term benefit or short-term benefit. Yeah. Then after you plan, you set a goal, you plan how to do it, then you must start doing it. Yeah. Don't think that, oh, Sifu is borrowing from modern project management, although project management does do that, right? But actually in the Buddhist teaching, we use a different term. Yeah, we call it Fa Yuan. Yeah, we call it Fa Yuan. So that means you make aspiration, you make a vow. Yeah. So in Buddhism, we don't call it planning, we call it making a vow. So the vow includes the goal and the path. Yeah, that's a vow. Yeah, you cannot say I vow to attain Buddhahood, but never have the path on how to do it. And you never vow to do the path. You just vow to attain enlightenment, but never vow to walk the Bodhisattva path. Cannot, it doesn't work that way. You cannot say, "Ah, mommy, I want to be a doctor." Then, but don't want to study. But that's what a lot of kids do, right? I want to be this, I want to be that, but don't want to study. That's why I never succeed. Yeah, so similarly, when we have vows, it's good. We vow to do this, we vow to do that. But after we have the vow, we must also have the vow that includes the path, the steps to reach that. Then after that, you must fulfill the steps. Then you can fulfill your goal. Yeah. So 以愿导行，以行满愿. So with the vow, yeah, guiding your path, your practice, with your practice to fulfill the vow. Okay. 愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
不愿罪障悉消除，
不愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖，
have a I was going to say have a planningful, become plentiful. Have a day, have a plentiful day. Take care, stay safe.
Thank you,师父。
Bye bye.
Thank you, 师父。